UFC Fight Night 29 in Brazil features Demian Maia taking on Jake Shields. And let's not kid ourselves, guys. These two are the best on the ground at 170. Or if not, they're definitely two of the top five. Demian Maia, 18-4, coming off of 3 wins in a row, where he beat John Fitch and climbed up Rick Story pretty fast in the fight prior. Really just took him out in the first round, submitted him with a neck crank, and we saw, the beauty of his jiu-jitsu. Just walked up his body like a boa constrictor. And there was a weird fight before that against Dong Young Kim, but he's stepping in there with Jake, and Jake's 28-6. Doesn't have too many knockouts, 3 knockouts to his credit, but we saw him knock out Jake Ellenberger, and that was just shocking. And that's what I love about this sport, guys. It's shocking what can happen sometimes if you watch these fights. Anyway, Jake just had a win against Tyron Woodley, split decision, where, of course, in a split decision, there's going to be some controversy. Had that no contest with Ed Herman at UFC 150, but, these two guys are going to step in there, and what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that Damian's ground game is ahead of Jake Shields'? Because Jake is one of the best on the ground, and we haven't seen it really too much in UFC yet as of late, but we've seen it in the past in Strikeforce and in some of his old Elite XC fights, but hasn't really proved it in UFC. Hasn't been submitting people like left and right. So I'm gonna have to go with Demian Maia here. I don't know if Jake is slowed up in his older age. I mean, he knocked out Jake Ellenberger in the first round, so who knows. But I just got to go with Demian. I watched the Rick Story fight. I saw the John Fitch fight, and I really think that Demian has improved. He looked good in his fight versus Mark Munoz, and I know he lost to Chris Weidman, but Weidman's the champ now. And he went 3 rounds with him. So I just think Maia's improved at 35 years old. And I see Jake running into some trouble. Jake's also the same age, pretty much. He's 34. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, Jake could knock him out or something like he did against Jake Ellenberger? Do you think that Jake Shields could submit Demian Maia? Jake's never been submitted. So you guys got to counter that into it, Jake's never been submitted, and either has Demian Maia. So that's why these guys, rate so high. And Jake's had more fights, so think about it. He's never been submitted in almost 40 fights. It's pretty crazy. But I still got to go with Demian Maia here. The fight's going to be in Brazil. Should be a ton of energy from the Brazilian fans. And UFC Fight Night is awesome. So glad it's back on FS1. Awesome channel. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Peace out.